Hey everyone, and today I want to talk about what happened at school today. So we were just in class as usual. I was in math class. The teacher left the classroom to go do something, and um, what happened was after about 30 seconds after he left, the fire alarm got triggered, and we were both like, "Again! This is the second time this month." Because the first fire alarm we had was a drill. The second one, we'll get to that part later. Um, so basically, we started going like, why is this going on? Why are we having another fire drill? And then what happened is our teacher, I'm gonna leave out his name. He went, all right, let's go. And what I did was I grabbed my phone, texted both of my parents, and just told them the fire alarm went off again, and we rushed outside. And basically we met at the same place as we did during the drill. And what happened is that about 5 minutes later, two fire trucks descended on scene. One of them parked in the parking lot, and the other parked right on the street at the school. And six out of the eight firefighters went into the building. And they were scattering the places and they didn't bring like any fire equipment in. They didn't bring like extinguishers or hoses. They just brought in like axes, like breaching tools, basically breaching tools to get into doors and stuff. So yeah, they didn't find anyone or anything that could resolve in an emergency. So the fire department told the principal that it was a code 12 false alarm, and that they were code 4, that they didn't need any further units required for that. But when we got back into the class, the vice principal came on the intercom and said, now we didn't know that you guys knew that we had a fire alarm drill, basically. Well, that's because we didn't have a fire alarm. This was actually a pranker who thought it was a good idea to prank by pulling down the emergency shift on the thing. And he said that we should never do this because it's wrong. I agree. We'll show you why it's wrong in a minute. And basically, he said that it happened outside of the foods classroom. And if you don't know what foods classroom means, it means cooking. And then what happened was that I was shocked to hear that someone actually did it. So what happened after class was I began investigating how they could have like good exits back into classrooms and stuff. But before that happened, he gave us really good examples why we should never call 911 or pull down that lever as a prank. Number one, it's a waste of government resources. That's right. People will say, no, it's not, because the government makes a lot of money, so why should they? It's because they have limited amount of vehicles. Okay. Number two, it is because it costs the school and the government a lot of money. And yeah, basically that. Number three, that it's wrong because they could have been responding to something more serious than a sick joke like this. Like, for example, they could have responded to something like this. could have responded to a car accident or a vehicle fire. But instead, some people had to have made sick jokes about this. Now, people, this is wrong to do stuff like this. You shouldn't call 911 as a joke. You should always call it if you have an actual emergency. If you don't have an emergency, don't touch 911. And the fourth thing, he said, it makes the city feel like they're in more danger. It's because they find out that a fire alarm has gone off in a school. Obviously, parents are going to think, oh my god, this school is not safe for my child. This school, basically our city, is not safe for our children. I agree with that. And it's been like very awful that people do this stuff because they want to do it because they're bored or they hate stuff like this. But I'm saying to you guys, don't do stuff like this because you're bored or you don't like it. Because what that's going to do is you are going to get a very, very heavy fine from the police or even face jail time. Because I searched up, here, I'll search it up for you guys. Does false alarm, how do you spell alarm? Alarms a arrestable offense? Yep, see? See, guys? So, if you guys didn't know, I live in Canada, and it's a 2-year jail sentence. It's not exceeding a 2-year jail sentence, so you're basically gonna get 2 years in jail for that. Now, that's why you should never do it, because it's a felony offense. And some people will think, oh, they're never going to catch you. They will catch you. They can track down your address with your phone. They can even send out a warrant for your arrest. But just to let you guys know that that ain't correct. You should never do it. And yeah, but that's all I have to say about it. It's just that we had a false alarm. Someone calling 911, or not calling 911. Someone saying that there was a fire in our bill, like in our school. Well, basically pulling a fire alarm basically indicates that there's basically a fire. And the 3 classrooms I could expect a fire to be in is in science, woodworking, and cooking. But yeah, this is all I have to say for you guys. Don't ever prank call anyone. Don't ever prank call emergency services. Don't prank call anyone. Just keep your hands off 911 unless you have a serious emergency. But that's all I have to say for you guys. I hope you enjoyed me talking about what happened at school and some other stuff. Alright. Well, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.